The next one is minimum handling charges. This is a field used in SAP MM and purchasing and logistics pricing to define the minimum amount of handling charges applied to a purchase order or material, regardless of absolute or percentage based surcharges. Let us break down clearly. The definition: the minimum handling charges set a floor value for handling or service charges, ensures that even if the calculated handling surcharges is low, a minimum charges is applied. Prevent undercharging for handling services in small order or low value materials. The purpose: guarantee minimum cost recovery for handling, packaging or logistics efforts, ensures financial accuracy and avoids loss on small transactions, works alongside absolute and percentage handling surcharges to maintain total surcharge compliance. How it works in SAP? Step number 1: surcharge calculations. SAP calculates handling surcharges, absolute surcharge plus percentage surcharge. Step number 2: minimum surcharge check. If the calculated surcharge is greater than the minimum handling surcharge, SAP applies the minimum value instead. Step number 3: accounting posting. Minimum handling surcharge is posted to a designated expense account integrated with financial accounting. The SAP transaction and fields. In purchasing info records, you can see the conditions. In purchase order, go to the condition tab, minimum handling charges. The visible in ME23N, MB03 and FB03 tables. T codes. Example scenario: the same three materials. The first material base price is 10,000 rupees, percentage 2%, calculated surcharge 200 rupees, minimum surcharge 500. So applied surcharge 500, total price is 10,500, which means system will take the minimum surcharge. System won't take calculated surcharge because the calculated surcharge is less than the minimum surcharge. Second material cost is 50,000. The percentage surcharge is 1%. Calculated value is 500, but the minimum value is 400. In this term, system will apply the calculated value, the 500 rupees. The total value is 50,500. For third material, the cost is 20,000. Percentage 0.5. The calculated value 100. Minimum value 300. So system will apply minimum value 300. The total value of the price is 20,300. So in this scenario, we can understand either calculated value or minimum value. Which one is higher? System will select the higher value. So the key points: ensures minimum cost recovery for small orders, works in combination with absolute and percentage surcharges, helps maintain consistent financial and procurement control. The important tips: always define minimum handling charges for materials where handling costs are significant, even for low value orders. Review account assignment to ensure the surcharges posted correctly in financial accounting. The next field is maximum handling surcharge. So this is slightly differ from minimum handling surcharge. This is also used in SAP MM purchasing logistics pricing, used to define upper limit or handling or service charges applied to a material or purchase order. Okay, so no need to explain everything. You know very well about surcharge. We discussed detailedly in minimum handling surcharge. In maximum handling surcharge, I am just going to explain the scenario, example scenario. The first material base price value is 5 lakh rupees. The percentage value is 2%, which means calculated value is 10,000. So here maximum value fixed as 8,000. So applied only 8,000. Total value is 5 lakh 8,000. Second material cost is 50,000, 1%. The calculated value 500. Maximum value is 1,000. In this scenario, system will apply only calculated value. System won't select the maximum value. Okay. The third material value is 2 lakh rupees. The percentage is 3%. So calculated value 6,000 rupees. Here maximum value is 7,000. System will apply only calculated value, not maximum value. The total value of the material is 2,06,000 rupees. You can understand about minimum handling surcharge and maximum handling surcharge. In minimum charges, system will select which one is higher, either calculated value or minimum value. System will select higher value always. But in maximum values, system always select the lowest one. Let's say our maximum value is 8,000 but calculated value is 10,000, then system will select 8,000 only. But the maximum value is 1000 but calculated value is 500, then system will select only the lower value. Anyway, in any combination, system will always select the lower value. Okay. So either it is a calculator or maximum limit. System will select always the lower value. Okay. In previous topics, either calculated or minimum, system will always select the highest value. Just opposite. I think you understand the minimum and the maximum handling surcharges well. So the next one is evaluated receipt settlement. We used to call as ERS. We discussed already the ERS detailedly, so no need to go for once again. Let's go to next one. Planning calendar. The planning calendar specifies which days are working days and which are non-working days, like a holidays, weekends, for a plant or production resources. Used in MRP, material requirement planning, production scheduling, and delivery planning. Ensures SAP correctly calculated planned order dates, purchase requisition dates, and delivery schedules. The purpose: provide realistic scheduling for procurement and production. Ensures material availability when required. Avoid planning errors caused by weekends, holidays, or planned specific off days. Supports lead time calculations for production and procurement. Stage number 3, how it works in SAP. Step number 1, define planning calendar. Specify work days, non-working days, and special holiday expense can be assigned to plant, storage location, or specific resources. Step number 2, integration in MRP and scheduling. SAP use this calendar to calculate planned order dates and delivery dates. For example, if a material has a lead time of 5 days but includes a weekend, SAP adjusts the schedule based on the planning calendar. Stage number 3, impact. Accurate MRP runs in MD01, MD02. Correct planning delivery dates in PO or production orders. Proper capacity planning in production. So the SAP transaction and field, go to SPRO, logistics, then material management / production planning, then go to define factory calendar, then go to planning calendar. Here you can set up the planning calendar. So then after creating the planning calendar, you assign in material master MRP 1 and 2 tab planning calendar assignment. In production resource under the work center, you can assign the calendar. The example scenarios, the same material we can discuss. The first material lead time is 5 days. So calendar is Monday to Friday working. If ordered on Friday, delivery on the next Friday. So because the weekend, Saturday and Sunday skipped. So the notes calendar ensures weekends are excluded. Second material lead time is 3 days, Monday to Saturday working. If the order on Friday, delivery on Monday. Saturday counted as working day. So third material 7 days lead time, Monday to Friday plus public holidays. Calendar adjust delivery dates, skips holidays, correctly accounts for holiday in planning. So these are all the 3 different methods. The calendar ensures the realistic and achievable delivery schedules. The key points: planning calendar affects MRP scheduling, production orders, and purchase order delivery dates. Can be plant specific or shared across multiple plants. Avoid planning errors due to non-working days, holidays, or shifts. Important tip is always assign to correct planning calendar to material, plant, and production resources. Update calendars regularly to account for new public holidays or special off days. The next field is planning cycle. So what is meant by planning cycle? The planning cycle in SAP is a concept used in material requirement planning MRP to define the frequency and timing of planning runs for a material. It determines how often SAP checks material requirements and generates procurement proposals like a purchase requisitions, planned orders, and production orders. So the definition: a planning cycle specifies the interval at which MRP runs for a material, helps in periodic planning, especially for materials that are ordered or produced on a schedule, typically defined in days, weeks, or months depending on business requirements. The purpose: Automatic material planning for repetitive or periodic requirements. Reduces manual intervention in procurement and production planning. Ensures timely creation of planned orders or purchase requisitions. Optimizes inventory levels by scheduling procurement at regular intervals. Stage number 3, how it works in SAP. Assign planning cycle to material. Step number 1, in Metal Master go to MRP1 and MRP2 tab. Planning cycle field is there. Can be specific to MRP type, PD, RVB, etc. Step number 2, define planning cycle in customizing. Go to SPRO Material Management under the MRP, define planning cycle. So define planning cycle name, period, days, weeks, months and time points based on your client requirement. Step number 3, MRP run. SAP checks the material on assigned dates, generates procurement proposals based on the stock levels, safety stock, forecasted or actual demand. So here the transaction and field, SAP transaction and field, MD01, MD02, MD03 for MRP run. Material master planning cycle assignment. Example scenario, the same 3 material. The first material planning cycle is weekly. Interval is every Monday. MRP run action, generate purchase requisitions for projected demand. Note, ensures stock replenishment weekly. Second material daily. Interval is every day. MRP checks stock and generates PRs if below safety stock. Suitable for fast moving items. Third one is monthly. First day of the month. Planned orders for next month. Suitable for slow moving materials. Planning cycles automate when MRP evaluates the material, avoiding manual checks. The key points: helps schedule periodic planning efficiency, works together with planning calendar to respect non-working days, can be material specific or group specific, reduces stockouts or excess inventory by maintaining timely replenishment. The important tips: use shorter cycles for high volume, fast moving items. Use longer cycles for slow moving or expensive items to reduce planning effort. Ensure planning cycles align with the lead time and delivery schedules. So the next field is restriction profile for PO based load building. So this is in SAP is a field used in SAP logistics executions and transportation management to define constraints and rules for grouping purchase orders into transport loads. It ensures efficient and compliant shipment planning. So the definition: restriction profile determines how POs can be combined into a single transport load. Control restrictions such as weight, volume, route or delivery dates. Used in PO based load building in SAP MM transport management and LE logistics executions. So stage number 2, purpose: optimize transport planning and load consolidation, prevents overloading or inefficient shipment combinations, ensures compliance with the delivery windows, routes and material handling requirements. This supports automatic or manual load printing in SAP transport management. How it works in SAP? Stage number 3. Step number 1, assign restriction profile in Material Master under the Shipping and Transportation tab. In Vendor Master under the Purchase Order, Transport Requirements. During load building, SAP checks all assigned POs for maximum weight, volume, route restrictions, delivery date constraints, material specific handling requirements. Only compatible POs are grouped into a single transport load. The result is SAP generate transport proposals or shipments based on restrictions compliance, prevents manual errors and overloads. So the SAP transaction and field: VL10, VL10B, VL10C, purchase order selection for delivery, Material Master shipping data restriction profile, so transportation cockpit or transportation management for advanced load building. Example business scenario: the first PO 1001, material steel sheets, weight 500 kg, volume is 2 meter cube, delivery date 22 November, restriction profile RP1, load assignment is 1, Second PO, the same material 600 kg, delivery date is 22, the same restriction profile, load is 1. Third PO, second material printer cartridge 200 kg, the same date 22 November, this restriction profile is RP2, then it is coming under load 2. Fourth PO, chemicals 1000 kg, 23rd number, delivery date, restriction profile is RP1, it is coming under load 3. POs with RP1 are grouped together only if they comply with the profiles restrictions. POs with incompatible restrictions RP2 are assigned to a separate load. Okay. So key points: restriction profiles define rules for load consolidations, ensures safe, efficient and compliant transportations. Can include constraints like maximum weight or maximum volume, route compatibility, delivery date windows, material specific handling rules. Supports both manual and automatic load building in SAP. The important tips: assign restriction profile very carefully to avoid shipment delays or overloading. Review profiles when new materials, routes or delivery requirements are introduced. So the next field is custom office, office of exit and entry for foreign trade. In SAP is a field used in ST module and MM module and logistics execution module to define the official customs office through which goods enter or leave a country for foreign trade purpose. So the definition: a custom office represents the government authorized point of entry or exit for goods in international trade, required for export and import processes including customs declarations, export and import licenses, shipment documentation. Stage 2 purpose: ensures compliance with customs regulations, helps generate accurate export or import documentations like shipping bills, invoices and export declarations, facilitates integration with SAP Global Trade Service GTS for customs processing, required for intra-state reporting in EU countries, EU is nothing but Europe countries, and foreign trade reporting elsewhere. How it works in SAP? Stage number 3. Step number 1, assign custom office. In the sales order or delivery document, specify the office of exit or office of entry, office of exit for export, office of entry for imports. Can also be defaulted in customer master or vendor master or plant or shipping point. Stage number 2, document generations. SAP uses the customs office information to populate export declarations, intra-set reports, export invoices, shipment documents. Stage number 3, integration with SAP GTS for automated custom filing with LE logistics executions, TRA for shipment tracking and compliance. So these are the 2 integrations. Then SAP transaction and field. Under the customer master, sales area data, shipping data, go to select custom office. In delivery document header, go to shipping foreign trade tab. In vendor master, under the purchasing data, go to import custom office. So the example scenario: shipment type export, plant Chennai, custom office Chennai, seaport, purpose goods leaving India for export. Shipment type is import, plant Mumbai, custom office Mumbai airport, goods entering India from foreign supplier. Third one is export, plant Kolkata, custom office Kolkata ICD, land export to neighboring country. The custom office ensures proper legal clearance at the point of exit or entry. So the key points required for foreign trade compliance can be assigned at plant, shipping point, customer or vendor level, enables accurate custom and statistical reporting, supports integration with automated custom systems like SAP GTS. The important tips: always verify the correct customs office is assigned to avoid shipment delays, penalties or compliance issues. Maintain a master list of valid customs office in SAP for consistency. The next field, old entry by supplier. The old entry by supplier is SAP refers to a process or indicator in SAP material management and SD sales and distribution that defines whether a supplier is allowed to responsible for entering purchase orders or order confirmations directly into the system. So the definition, this field or indicator specifies if the supplier can create or maintain orders in SAP, typically used in scenarios like vendor managed inventory, consignment stock, electronic data interchange, or supplier portal. Stage number 2, purpose, enables supplier driven order management, reduces manual entry by the purchasing organization, helps maintain real time inventory levels in vendor managed inventory scenarios, support integration with SAP supplier network, EDI or Ariba for automated order processing. Stage number 3, how it works in SAP. Step number 1, indicator assignment. Under the vendor master purchasing data, order entry by supplier flag may also be configured in purchaser info record or supplier portal settings. Step number 2, supplier access or order entry. Supplier can submit purchase order, PO creation in certain cases, order confirmations, delivery schedules. Step number 3, system behavior. If enabled, SAP allows PO or order updates from supplier. SAP can automatically update inventory, delivery schedules and GRIR postings. If not enabled, orders must be entered manually by the purchasing organizations. So the SAP transaction and the field in vendor master /NBP, go to purchasing data, order entry by supplier. In purchasing info record, supplier specific settings, and supplier portal or EDA, direct order submissions. So here the example scenario, there are 3 vendor ABC. The first vendor VMI, vendor managed inventory, is S. Order entry by supplier is active. Action, supplier can create orders based on stock levels in SAP. Vendor B, VMI is no. Order entry by supplier is inactive. Purchasing team create orders manually. Vendor C, VMI is yes. Order entry by supplier is active. Supplier update delivery schedules automatically via EDI, electronic data interchange. In the VMI scenario, the supplier monitors inventory and creates orders in SAP, eliminating manual purchase orders entry. The key points: reduce manual workload for purchasing teams, enables supplier driven supply chain process, require proper authorizations and system access for the supplier, works best with VMI, EDI or supplier portal setups. The important tips: ensure supplier training and system access are in place before enabling this feature. Use audit logs to track supplier entered orders for compliance and reporting. So the next field is price marking supplier. The price marking supplier in SAP refers to an indicator used in materials management and purchasing that signals whether a supplier applies a price mark or label on goods for identification, regulatory or internal purposes. So the definition, price marking is a note or instruction related to the price labeling of materials supplied by the vendor. It indicates whether the supplier is responsible for printing, labeling or marking the price on goods before delivery. Relevant for materials sold in retail, regulated industries or where price transparency is required. Number 2, purpose, ensure compliance with the pricing regulations or customer requirements, helps streamline receiving and sales process when price are pre-marked, reduces manual labeling effort at receiving or sales points, supports audit and traceability requirements for pricing. Stage number 3, how it works in SAP. Step number 1, indicator assignment. Under the vendor master purchasing data, price marking indicator you have to set can also be maintained in purchase info record or PO, purchase order conditions. System behavior, when creating a PO, SAP can flag the item for price marking. Supplier is expected to apply price labels accordingly. Receiving team can verify price marking compliance upon goods receipt. Stage number 3, integrations, often combined with goods receipt inspection, can trigger quality notifications if price marking is missing or incorrect. So, example scenario, there are three material packaged snacks. Vendor A, price marking is S. Supplier labels items with retail price before delivery. Office paper, vendor B, price marking no. Receiving team handle pricing internally. Bottled water, vendor C, price marking yes. Labels printed with supplier specific price and batch informations. So the key points: in the packaged snacks example, supplier applied labels help retail ready distribution. The key points: indicator ensures supplier responsibility for price labeling, supports retail regulatory or internal pricing processes, can reduce manual processing and errors at goods receipt, often verify during inspection or GR posting. The important tips: use for retail or consumer ready goods to ensure pricing compliance, combine with supplier notes or PO instructions to ensure clarity. So the next one is rack jobbing supplier. Jobbing supplier in SAP refers to a process in material management and retail logistics where a supplier is responsible for managing inventory and replenishment directly on the retail shelves or racks. So the definition: rack jobbing is a retail practice where the supplier stocks, maintains and manages product on retail shelves. In SAP, the rack jobbing indicator for a supplier identifies vendor who are responsible for this activity. Common in fast moving consumer products, FMCG, convenience stores or supermarkets. Stage number 2, purpose: ensures self availability without the retailer manually handling inventory, reduces stockouts and overstock situations, assigns supplier responsibility for inventory management, pricing and display, supports retail agreements and vendor managed inventory setups. Stage number 3, how it works in SAP. Step number 1, indicator assignment. Under the vendor master purchasing data, you can assign the indicator. Can also be configured in material master and purchasing info record. Stage 2, step number 2, supplier responsibilities. Replenish shelves based on agreed planograms. Maintain product quality expiration checks and pricing. Report inventory and sales data back to the retailer. Step number 3, system behavior. SAP may track inventory at the rack level. PO or delivery planning may be automated for rack jobbing suppliers, integrated with VMI or consignment stock processes. Example scenario, there are three vendor ABC. The vendor A, packaged snacks, rack jobbing yes. Supplier stocks and manages the self inventory directly. Vendor B, office suppliers no. Retailer manages inventory manually. Vendor C, bottled water, rack jobbing is yes. Supplier monitors sales, replenishment stock and maintains display. For vendor A, the supplier handle stock replenishment and pricing, reducing retailer workload. Stage number 5, key points. Rack jobbing suppliers are responsible for self-level inventory, often linked with vendor managed inventory or consignment stock, helps improve product availability and reduce out of stock situations, requires clear agreements on responsibility, replenishment, frequency and reporting. The important tips: use rack jobbing indicator for high turnover or retail specific products. Combine with the planning calendars and PO based scheduling for timely replenishment. So the final topic under the purchasing data: supplier service level. So what is supplier service level in SAP? Supplier service level is a performance score that indicates how consistently a supplier meets purchase order requirements. It answers: did the supplier deliver on the promised delivery date? Did they deliver the correct quantity? Did the goods pass quality checks? The score is usually expressed as a percentage. The typical formula: supplier service level is percentage equal to number of POs delivered on time and in full divided by total POs multiply with 100. So for example, if 95 out of 100 orders were delivered on time, the SSL is 95%. Supplier service level is 95%. So where it is used in SAP? Step number 1, vendor evaluation main use case. Supplier service level is a part of ME61, maintain vendor evaluation, ME6A, ME6B, vendor evaluation reports. Sub criteria can include one-time delivery, delivery reliability, delivery quantity accuracy, lead time adherence. SAP automatically scores suppliers based on PO and GR and delivery date history. Stage number 3, influence in MRP planning. High service level, low safety stock, preferential sourcing, reduced supply chain risk, low service level, extra safety stock, increase procurement lead time, consider alternate supplier. How SAP calculate it? SAP checks PO delivery date, goods receipt date, quantity delivered, quantity inspection result if applicable. So based on this, the system automatically generates a score between 0 to 100. So example in SAP context, there are 3 vendor ABC. The first vendor total delivery is 120, delivery on time is 118. The SSL score is 98%, excellent. Vendor B total delivery 90, delivered on time 75, the SSL is 83%, good. Vendor C total delivery 85, delivery on time 55, the SSL score is 65, it is poor. So like this you can categorize. Why supplier service level matters? Helps procurement identify reliability with risky vendors, make sourcing decisions, improve contract compliance, reduce inventory carrying out, improve customer service level. So the SAP transaction related to supplier level. The purpose, maintain vendor evaluations under the T code ME61, vendor evaluation listing ME6A, ME6B and ME6C, purchase order performance reports ME2N, ME80FN, vendor master display. So in ECC XK03, MK03, in S4 HANA system it is only one T code /NBP. Okay, so under the purchasing data tab, the first topic purchasing data is successfully completed. Thank you.